A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News here on Channel 1 MTV. I'm Ramesh Rugal Bandara. We start off with a look at your headlines. Students of the Jawaharlal University engaged in a protest march on High Level Road. Traffic disrupted. Vice Chancellor charges that the monument was damaged by a university student. And Michael Clarke scores a triple century in Test cricket against India. On to those stories in detail now. Students of the Sri Jawaharlal University are currently engaged in a protest march. The march is being carried out to protest against the damage caused to the monument that had been erected in remembrance of the student heroes in the Sri Jawaharlal University premises early this morning.
The protest march commenced from the university premises at around 10 this morning. As a result of the protest march, traffic along High Level Road has been severely disrupted. According to a correspondent, one lane of the High Level Road from Maharagama towards Colombo has been closed owing to the protest. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohan stated that investigations are being conducted into the incident at the university under the supervision of an assistant superintendent of police. Meanwhile, the convener of the Inter-University Students' Federation, Sanjeev Bandara, alleged that the monument had been damaged as a part of a campaign to suppress the student movement. Meanwhile, when we contacted the Vice Chancellor of the university, he stated that all this was the work of the students.
In other local news, a decision has been arrived at to bring the Kiribati weekly fair under the supervision of the Kelaniya Pradesh Sabha.
The chairman of the Kiribati Pradesh Sabha stated that complaints have been received that high rates had been charged by tax collectors. He added that as a result of this, a decision was taken to bring the weekly fair under the purview of the Pradesh Sabha.
The Kelaniya Pradesh Sabha has taken a decision to bring the weekly fair under its purview. In the past, tax collectors charged rates as they pleased. We hope to charge a reasonable price of around 100 rupees per day. In the past, they charged sums such as 200, 300, 450 and even 500 rupees.
ගියවර 200 300යි 450යි 500යි ගත්ත එක හැම මිනිස්සෙකුටම සෑම දිනක් නැතුවම සතියේ පොළ දවස් දෙකකට පමණ රුපියල් 100 ගාන අය කරන්න.
Meanwhile, steps have been taken not to charge a fee from vehicles that use the car park at the weekly fair.
Well, the religious ceremony organized by the chairman of the Sri Lanka Mahapodhi Society, Venerable Banagala Upatishatera, was held yesterday at the Mahapodhi Agrashavaka Vihara premises to mark his 62nd birthday, which falls today.
Besides being the chairman of the Sri Lanka Mahabodhi Society, the Venerable Banagala Upatisatera is also the founding chairman of the Yoshida Educational and Social Service Foundation. The special religious ceremony involving 100 monks was held to evoke blessings on the country and the Venerable Banagala Upatisatera. Furthermore, a special medical clinic and blood donation campaign will be held today at the premises of the Yoshida Educational and a Social Service Foundation in Sapugaskanda.
Today is the second day of the Tomian Mela 2012 Education and Trade Fair, which is being held to commemorate the 168th anniversary of St. Thomas's Boys College, Mathura.
News First is the media sponsor of the event. The fair has been organized by the Junior Old Boys Association of the St. Thomas's Boys College, Mathura. The fair, which comprises of educational and various fun-filled events, saw a large crowd yesterday. Meanwhile, screen tests are being conducted at the News First stall to collect talented individuals to present news. The fair will conclude on the 8th of this month. The fair, which is being held at the Sanath Jayasuriya grounds in Mathura, is open to the public from 4 p.m. till midnight.
And with that, we go in for a short commercial break. Stay with News First. We will be right back. On some cricket news now, the new executive committee members of Sri Lanka Cricket, chaired by Upali Dharmadasa, commenced work today.
A function in this regard took place at Sri Lanka Cricket this morning. According to a release issued by Sri Lanka Cricket, 21 members commenced work today.
ඇත්තටම මේ පුටුව නම් මට
I'm happy to be in this chair after around 1.5 months. On behalf of the executive committee that has been appointed after 8 years, I thank the provincial, district and cricket clubs for giving us a clear mandate.
මම හිතන්නේ කිව්වොතින් 99%ක්ම නිතරගෙන් පත් කිරීම සම්බන්ධයෙන්.
Meanwhile, Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket Nishantha Ranatunga shared his views regarding the financial crisis faced by Sri Lanka cricket.
For the finances, I think we need to make sure that our long-term loans are rescheduled for short-term loans are rescheduled for long-term loans, and also to try and get the finances that we are supposed to get from ICC. So once we work on these things immediately, we should be able to sail smoothly.
And on that note, we wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. As always, many thanks for joining us. I'm Ramesh Irugal Bandara. Take care.